Hi, I'm Maria, and today I'm going to show you how to make some easy, yummy, healthy crackers that also happen to be gluten-free. The base of these crackers are pumpkin seeds and flax seeds, so I'm going to start with adding those to my food processor. And then we'll just kind of grind these all up. All right, you want it to be about the consistency of cornmeal. If you have some whole flax seeds in there, it's not a problem. Now we're going to add a little water and salt. Now the reason we're adding water is the water will mix up with the flax seeds and it makes a nice sort of gluey paste. There's no flour in this, so the flaxseed water combo is what's going to hold it all together. All right, so now what we want to do is transfer this to a bowl. And the mucilage in the flax, mucilage is in pretty much all plants. I don't actually know any plant that doesn't have mucilage. It's the stuff that makes cactus, the inside of cactus, gooey. It's basically what holds water in plants, and flax seeds have a lot of it. So we're just going to let this sit and let the mucilage absorb the water and get all goopy. You want to let it sit about an hour. You can leave it overnight, however you want. Cover it so nothing falls into it, but it doesn't have to be refrigerated or anything. And then once it's all set, we'll put some extra stuff in and roll it out. So after it sits, you can see it's a really solid blob of stuff, and that's going to hold it together while we roll it out. To this, I'm adding a bunch of sesame seeds. This is mostly white sesame seeds, but I threw in about a tablespoon of black sesame seeds just to make it pretty. We'll dump that all together. You just want to mix this all in. It takes a little while. These crackers are really easy to make and they're really impressive. Take them to a party. People will think you're amazing. All right, so this amount makes about 2 cookie sheets worth, so we'll divide it in half. You can easily double this recipe. We'll just take more cookie sheets. Now, this is very sticky, so I'm using parchment paper for the bottom. And then I'm going to cover it in plastic wrap and then roll it out. It should pretty much cover this sheet, or if you're using a Silpat or a silicone mat, by the time you fill up this sheet, it'll be right about the size you want it to be. Basically, you want it as thin as you can get it. Since you don't have to worry about the gluten or anything getting tough, if you get a hole in it, you just kind of mash it all back together and keep going. See, I got an extra blob here and a hole here. So I just take this off, put it over here, and smoosh it out. So you can bake it just like this and then break it in pieces once it's cooked, or if you want to make them look a little fancier, you can use a plastic ruler and just use it as a straight edge to make whatever shape you like. I like rectangles. So we just go along, go both sides. Lift it up, move it to the next round. You could also do it freehand. All right, I'm just going to clean up these edges here. The edges get a little bit crispy, so you want to pull those off and put them in the next batch, because otherwise they'll get a little burned. All right, now we're going to top it with a little more salt. Just want to give a nice sprinkle around the top. So I'm going to bake these at 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes until they're nice and golden and crispy, and I will roll out the next batch while these are baking. So here they are out of the oven. Now while they're still hot, you want to break them apart along those score lines, because otherwise they'll stick together, and then when you try to break them apart, they will not break on your lines. So you just want a nice stack of these. They're nice and crispy. If you get any sort of in the middle that aren't crispy, just leave them on the sheet and then pop them back in the oven once you finish baking both sheets. And so there they are, the pumpkin seed, flax, sesame seed crackers. Super easy, super yummy. I like to serve them with my yogurt and onion dip. But you can serve them with cheese, you can serve them with hummus, whatever you like.